Hi there and welcome to a video on placing your first ever bet online. This video is meant for you if you've never placed a bet online or if you just want to understand fractional and decimal odds at a bookmaker better. So we've logged into Sky Bet, and I use Sky Bet because this is what I want you to watch when you do your first challenge. It's the first free bet that we convert into real money. So I'm just using that as an example so you can become more familiar with it. It's the same for any bookmaker. So placing your first bet, you can pick anything to bet on these days. You can bet on football, you've got golf, you've got tennis, you've got darts, you've got horse racing, you've got a lot of different things that you can bet on. In our system, we're going to be betting on football matches. So I've come into Sky Bet, I've logged in and I've clicked on football and I've just clicked on the Premier League. You can bet on any football match, it doesn't really matter. What we're going to do is scroll down and look at the different odd types that you have. So let's just take Chelsea versus Arsenal, this top one here as an example. So Chelsea versus Arsenal Chelsea has odds 7-5 if Chelsea win. They've got 5-2 on the draw and 9-5 on Arsenal winning. What does this all mean? So what this means is if you place, for example, £5 on Chelsea to win, then you win £7 and get your original £5 back, so you'll have £12 back altogether. Same as if you bet £2 on the draw, you'll win £5. So you win more money if it's a draw. So this means it's less likely that a draw is going to happen than Chelsea's going to win. Same with Arsenal, you bet £5 and you win £9 plus get your £5 back, so you have £14 in total. So these are the basics of placing your first bet. Now these odds are called fractional odds because they're fractions. If you remember back in school, 7/5 is a fraction. Now what I recommend highly with my system is to use decimal odds, and this is what I'll be using throughout the whole system because they're easier to understand. So what I'm going to do now, I'll just click on another screen at Sky Bet to show you the decimal odds equivalents of this. Now if you remember at Chelsea, we bet £5 on and we get £7 back, which is £12. Now we're at the decimal odds. We've got Chelsea at 2.40. Now if we bet £5 on that, how do we know how much we're going to get back? You simply do £5 times 2.40 and that will give you the answer, £12. So it's the same thing. The good thing about the decimal odds is it's a bit easier to understand, because what would happen if we bet, say, £8 or £12 or any other amount on Chelsea at the fractional odds? It requires you to do a calculation to know how much you're going to get back. This is why we use decimal odds. Whatever amount we bet on Chelsea, I know that I just times that by 2.4 and that's going to be what I get back. So if I bet £10, I'm going to get £24 back. £10 times 2.4, and you can do that with any number. So this is odds explained. To get from fractional odds to decimal odds, if you want to know, you do 7 divided by 5 plus 1. So 7 divided by 5 is 1.4, and you can do that on a calculator. I'd already done it on a calculator. And then you add 1 to make it 2.4, and that's the same for any of them. So 5 divided by 2 is 2.5 plus 1 is 3.5. So we've got 3.5. I wasn't sure there, sorry. I hadn't written that one down. Okay, and those are odds explained. You've got at Online Betting School, you've got an odds chart that you can maybe print off just to have a quick look at everything, and it's got the fractional odds equivalent. We've got evens here. So evens is 1 to 1. So if you bet £1, you win £1 and you get your original £1 back. So you'll have £2 altogether, and that's in a decimal odd format of 2. So 1 times 2 equals 2. I think that's all you need to know now. We can show you what a bet slip looks like. So if you had an account and had money in this, you click on this, you open your bet slip at the bottom, and odds at 2.40, you just enter how much you want to bet in here, and it's come up, it says please deposit more money because I don't have any money in my account. And if you wanted to place a bet, after opening your account, you'd put some money in there, you'd deposit money, and then you'd place a bet however much you want. So £5 for example, and then it tells you what your return will be. So it's just done 5 times 2.40, you get £12 back, and then you would just put deposit and place bet, or if you had funds in your account, you just place bet, and then that's all you need to do. Then you just wait for the match to take place, and if Chelsea were to win, you'd win £12. If Chelsea lost, you'd lose your £5 stake. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.